Good afternoon, students. This is Professor Lolly Das from Modern College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Autonomous, Business Administration Campus, Shivajinagar, Pune 5. I welcome each one of you to my YouTube channel. The topic for today's discussion is one of the most significant topics under human resource management, and it is training and development. So I proceed ahead. The contents that I would be delivering in today's short lecture series will be comprising of the meaning and definition of training, then the concept of training, development and education, the objectives of training, importance of training, and the three most significant training methods, that is on the job, off the job, and web-based or online training methods. To start with, what is your basic understanding with training? Well, training is all about teaching the basic and the necessary skills required to perform a job. So definitely, these specific skills are being taught or trained to the employees of an organization. Now, training could be given to both the new employees, the employees who have joined fresh, that is, who have just passed out from their institutes and have recently been graduated or post-graduated, and they do not have the hands-on skills to perform a job. They are, you can say, well armed with the theoretical knowledge, but not so well armed with the practical knowledge. So training is all about well arming the employees with all the practical skill sets that is required to perform a job. So as I said earlier, training is not only given to the new employees, but also to the existing employees, because with the passage of time, there will be development of technology, and with technological upgradation, it is very much required that the existing employees also get themselves advanced and updated by means of training. According to Edwin B. Flippo, training is an act of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. Very well said by Flippo. Training not only helps in upgrading the skills of an employee, but along with that, the knowledge of a particular job that an employee is performing also gets upgraded. Now, what is the basic difference between training, development, and education? Well, as you all know, training is all about imparting specific skill sets to an employee, whereas development is all about the learning opportunities which is designed to help employees grow within an organization. Now, training is for a very short time period because it is specific to the job that an employee is performing. And once that particular job comes to an end and an employee gets a new job or a new work profile, he or she needs to be trained again to learn the new skill sets required to perform the new variety of job that he or she has been given. However, development is a structured process wherein an employee learns throughout their journey of life. So training is about the job that they are performing, whereas development is all about the development of inner qualities, be it confidence, be it your spoken skills, be it your writing skills, be it your attitude, be it your aptitude, be it your behavior. These are the necessary skills which helps in developing, you can say, the overall personality of an employee. And education is something which does happen in the classroom, and you as students, currently what you are undergoing is the process of education. Now, what are the basic objectives of training? Well, training helps in raising the efficiency and productivity level of employees in an organization. It helps in creating capable and loyal employees. Reason being, once an employee gets properly trained, their confidence level improves. They know the proper structure of getting the work done, and that is how their efficiency improves, their productivity improves, and a productive and an efficient employee will be a confident, happy, and a satisfied employee and will always stay loyal to their organization. Training also helps in growth opportunities as also one's own development. Training also helps in meeting the day-to-day job challenges that comes across. So when you are well armed with training, when you are well armed with specific knowledge related to the work you are performing, you are definitely very confident to take the challenges right up front. Training also helps in building a very cordial relationship in the organization. Reason being, when an employee knows that an organization is investing so much amount of money in their training, then an employee feels that the training that they're undergoing is completely free of cost for them. Employees need not have to bear any expense from their end. It's entirely on the organization's expense. So definitely that yields a better productivity, a healthy working environment in an organization. Training also helps in reducing the loss of manpower because every employee is well trained, every employee gives their 100% best performance. So definitely the question of layout or the question of removing an employee from an organization or the question of an employee resigning from an organization doesn't arise in the first place. Training basic purpose is to make an employee more competent and make an employee more updated, which means there will be no employee obsolescence when training is given to them. So the obsoleteness completely gets swayed away when employee is given requisite training. And of course, training helps in improving various qualities of an employee. Then, what is the importance of training? Why training becomes so very necessary or so very important in an organization? Well, training helps in the optimum utilization of human resources. That is, training helps in making best use of the available resources. So with training, employees learn how not to waste the resources, how to make the best use of the resources, and with appropriate training, every employee has some kind of job in their hand which keeps everybody so busy that no single employee sits idle. That is how the most optimum use of human resources is made. It helps in developing various skill sets of an employee, as I said earlier, that with multiple varieties of jobs that an employee perform, they are also given multiple types of training. So an employee becomes a multi-talented, a multifaceted person as well as an employee. Of course, training helps in improving the productivity of the employee as well as the productivity of the organization. Team spirit. Of course, when an employee undergoes training, he or she doesn't undergo training as an individual. The training is always given in group. So when you are working, when you are being trained in a group, a lot of networking, a lot of liaising happens between different kinds of trainees who are a part of that training program. So there's a lot of, you can say, bonding, team spirit, team participation happens during the training. It also helps in building a strong, positive, and a healthy organization culture. Of course, when you are trained, you are confident about what you are doing and what you should not be doing, and that definitely helps in elevating the morale and confidence level of employees. Training also helps in creating a good image of the organization as a whole. Reason being, when an employee knows that he or she is being trained by the organization and entire expense of training is being borne by the company, automatically a sense of, you can say, um, a sense of bonding, a sense of closeness towards a sense of acknowledgement, appreciation towards the organization happens, where an employee feels too much acknowledged. And an organization which helps in imparting best training to its employees and make them well trained, more productive, confident, happy, satisfied employees, automatically that organization will definitely be creating a very good image in public. And of course, every well-trained employee helps in delivering their best, thus giving their best of the productivity, and that is how the organization earns profitability or highest profit margin as well. Coming on to my last slide, that is the training methods. So as I said earlier, there are three most significant training methods, that is on the job, off the job, and web-based training method. Now, on the job training method is a process where an employee need not have to leave their workstation. Rather, they will remain seated to their workstation, and a mentor or a trainer or a supervisor will be allotted to these employees, who will be visiting each of the employees' desk or workstation and will be helping them in understanding the various work processes that he or she is going through or he or she is doing. So that is how they are giving a hands-on learning at the workstation itself. Off the job, as the name suggests, it takes an employee away from their workstation. So they will rather go to a training room or a conference room where there will be a trainer attending to, say, 20 to 30 trainees at a time, and in one closed setup, in one closed environment, they will be given, you can say, classroom-based training. Of course, with all the necessary tools or kits or machines or equipments ready at hand to train the employees properly. Last is web-based training, that is the online training. And this is something which has happened since past many years, but probably we are getting a hands-on experience on web-based or e-learning training during the post-lockdown, during this pandemic, where every employee of every organization, of every industry you talk about, are actually undergoing this web-based training, and uh, the trainings are imparted by means of webinars, by means of videos, and there are so many online portals like Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet, GoToMeeting, so many such apps available which help us in making the online-based training efficient and successful. Well, students, this is it for today. I hope you liked this lecture of mine this afternoon. There will be more such interesting HR topics coming your way. So keep yourself tuned to my YouTube channel, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and post your comments in the box below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.